The former president of the South African Republic, Nelson Mandela, once said that education is the most powerful weapon you can use to change the world, and I think this is the right way to begin with today's topic. Hi everyone, my name is Lopamudra Kalangutkar. I am a second year MBBS student from Goa Medical College, and today I am going to present my views on the menstrual hygiene management in India. Do we still experience the period poverty? What do you think? I was in 6th standard when I got my first period. Back then it was 2012 2013, and back then I didn't even know a single thing about the menstruation. I was so confused and scared and terrified that when I saw the blood, I indeed thought I was either suffering from a serious disease or it was death knocking on my door. After following my mother's instruction on how to use the sanitary napkins, I asked my mother, why is it only me who is bleeding and why not my friends? And why? And she told it is because I am a woman, and she just left the talk like that. She didn't even give me any further explanation about the biology because even she didn't even know at that stage. This made me stay in the state of confusion for 2 years until in 8th standard my teacher told me about the biology behind the menstruation. So for that 2 years, I didn't know why I was bleeding. My mother, on the other hand, was a girl from a small village, and when she was young, she was told that a woman bleeds because when she comes in the contact of um, crow or the lizard. This somehow makes her impure, and she was prohibited from touching anyone in her house. She, like any other woman in her village, was not allowed to enter in her own house and was given a cotton cloth instead of sanitary napkins. She wasn't even allowed to use toilets. Actually, I found out some pretty interesting menstrual myths around the world. I'll just read them out to you. In Romania, a woman cannot touch flowers because they will die quicker. In Malaysia, a woman need to wash their pets before throwing them out. Otherwise, ghosts will come and haunt them in the night. In Bolivia, you cannot handle babies or you will cause them to get sick. Teenage girls, as they step into the adulthood, express lot of negative feelings like anxiety, fear, disgust, trauma, and shame. These misconceptions are often egged on by their own family and the institutes of education. The teachers think it is their mother's responsibility to teach girls about the menstruation. The father is like he's completely thrown out of picture, while the mothers think it is the responsibility of the school to teach the young girls about this vital change in their body. 71% of the adolescent girls, just like me, didn't know more about the menstruation process before they actually start experiencing it. Also, the rural girls differ a lot in terms of the hygiene they practice, and so it is important that they know before they start menstruating, and that should be told to them in the beginning phase. According to one study, only 36% of the Indian females use sanitary napkins while others could not even afford to buy them and used grass, rags, hay, sand, and often the same pad for much longer than the advisable, resulting in minor injuries and chafing. Some girls were so afraid to go to school, and because of this lack of support, some were even forced to trade sex for sanitary napkins. Some were afraid because they get the smell. and the lack of sanitation. These girls are often more susceptible for the menstrual irregularities, urogenital infections. According to one study, 1 out of 5, that is 23 million women, drop out of their school when they start menstruating because of the lack of clean toilets and the poor access. In some societies, women do not bath during their menstruation because of the social stigma. This can cause many infections. This cannot continue. The world is switching towards the green menstrual products like menstrual cups and accepting that non-binary people too can have periods, and but the rural India is still lacking to provide the basic needs to the woman. While some people do have choice between the menstrual cups and the tampons and sanitary napkins, and this conversation is in their everyday life, some majority people in India neither do have means or the luxury to pick and choose most commonly available sanitary napkins. It is not feasible for them, let alone the tampons and the menstrual cups which are largely available in the cities. So, what we need to do is we need to find a, a solution for this, and how we can do this is I think we need to make sanitary napkins more affordable, more accessible. I think the affordable is the main thing, because many people cannot afford this, and increase the level of awareness. The girl should be made aware about her menarche, and we need more receptive minds in girls. And I think the problem is that these days 12 to 13-year-old girls are given more information in the school how to use pad, and then they go home and they forget everything. These girls are not even earning, then how we can expect them to switch from cloth to sanitary napkins without their parents permission? So I think what we need to do is we need to integrate this. We need to integrate the school, the parents and the girl child, so we can better form a trust between them. We need to conduct the focus group discussions so the parents can be easily convinced. We need to empower these girls. We need to tell them that the menstruation is not the problem, but yes, the poor menstrual hygiene is definitely a problem.